Hello everybody, this is Bearclaw Ben coming at you with a gameplay commentary using the most beautiful weapon on the planet, the WA 2000. And in theater mode I was kind of screwing around a little in here, but it's all good, it's all good. Still here. Gameplay's still here. So my friend Cole and I, we just love doing weird things, I guess. So we pulled out our WAs and started WAing everywhere. Right here, I kind of get stuck in the window, and then I really want to capture B. I'm like, I gotta capture B before they do it, and then, yeah. But getting away from the gameplay, it's a really cool gameplay. I go positive, which is good for me, good for most people, because let's face it, the collective kill-death ratio, or average, I guess, if you put it in mathematical terms, is less than 1. So if you go positive, you are technically above average, or if you even break even. So basically, yeah, no, I don't like people saying you're not good when you only break even or something. And like, kid, you're not even that good. And I'm like, yeah, he's above average. So yeah, but one thing I do want to talk about, and I want to make sure I don't get off track too much, is some advice for both commentators and their viewers. Of course, I really, I don't really have much place in this because I'm new, very new at the moment. I don't have like any views whatsoever, and so you're like, well, how can you talk about this and how can you give advice? Well, it's more of just figuring advice. Yeah. Speculating, I suppose. So here's my advice. Let me just break it to you as I fail with a cooked grenade. Don't pressure commentators, and commentators don't be pressured. That's the simple breakdown of all of this. Because what I mean by that is I see a bunch of commentators out there, and in all of their gameplays, they exclusively use the MP7s or ACR. You know, those are the two weapons I see littered on commentaries, just everywhere. And in all honesty, I do believe both those weapons in Modern Warfare 3 are a little overpowered. Now, that's just my 2 cents. And I do think that, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But at the same time, I want to see a variation. I want to see a lot of people using a lot of things, as Cole and I jump on a flag and gather it. He was using the Dragunov because he switched off of the wall. Thought it was too easy, I guess. And, yeah, Mr. Koju. So, I see a lot of commentators, it seems like they're being pressured into doing, using these weapons because they're afraid they won't do as well. People complain about them not being at their level, at their usual strength. So I think that's a big pressure. Let's face it, we all want to see our best commentator just absolutely destroy on a game or whatever, but if it means they have to use the same weapon over and over again and not even try to experiment commentating with something else or experiment with other weapons, we're just being monsters. Everyone's entitled to experiment with a weapon, but if you're too afraid to even record a commentary with a different weapon because, you're afraid your subscribers won't like it, that's just, yeah. Had to use the FAMAS, guys. But it's just kind of, I don't know, it sounds unethical. It seems unethical. These people, we shouldn't talk shit about them either. You should never treat your commentators like dirt, alright? Never. I actually just watched a Fear Crads video about it, about sort of what I'm talking about, and you know what? I commented on it in my Bearclaw Ben channel. I commented on it, and I said beautiful, because that's what it was. And look at this wall spray! I did get him. I just didn't get the follow-up shot. Yeah. But it's crazy, just how, everyone is easily provoked into being a hater. That's the thing. Everyone is so ready to hate that it's obvious why people are so pressured into doing these things, because they're afraid their commentators, or, sorry, they're afraid their subscribers don't like it. So we as viewers, to all these other channels, we have to take responsibility for it. We have to say, no, I'm not going to complain, and I'm not going to, and you got to swear not to complain if a commentator tries out the CM901 and doesn't do as well as he would if he was using a different weapon. You cannot complain about it. Because, let's face it, he's probably doing better with that weapon than most people can do with their favorite weapons. It doesn't mean he's bad. It doesn't mean he's losing his touch. It means he has the guts, and he can take charge of his own playstyle, and he can have enough freedom and independence to do that. Watch me. Adjusting the sentry gun by an inch. But you gotta give people props to that who can, or you gotta give props to people who can do that. And you have to give credit when credit's due. I'm really done with this kind of ranting session. What I do want to talk about after this is just how schmexy the WoW is. No, actually, I would like to talk about some of the weapons I want to see in Black Ops 2. If, you know, Black Ops 2, people are thinking it's going to be like Halo. It's not going to be like Halo. What they're doing so far, from what I've seen, is they're using experimental weapons. You know, weapons that right now are considered concept stages or something like that, and they're taking them a step further and seeing what would happen. They're saying the what ifs. What would happen if the XM8 entered service with the United States or something like that? They're kind of getting a little creative, but they're using some ideas that are already out there. So one of the weapons I want to see is the VHS. No, not the low quality video VHS, so they're not going to be shooting Disney films at each other. No, the VHS-D or VHS-K assault rifle. It's Croatian, and it's like a FAMAS. It'll be one of those. Oh, look at that! WA collateral. I had to stop because I got a fucking WA collateral. Come on! Someone's got to give me props to that. Someone has got to give me credit for that. Sadly, the commentary, or not the commentary, the gameplay kind of slows down after this. I don't really get a lot. I don't really know where that guy ever went, because I never see him again. But, anyways, yeah, the VHS, it looks like a FAMAS, which means, just like when the Type 95 came in Modern Warfare 3, everyone's going to be like, it's just a FAMAS copy. Well, guys, it's a bullpup weapon. They're going to look pretty similar to each other, because they all are of the same concept, and so you can't expect all sorts of weapons to look really, really, really innovative, because where we are right now in firearms technology, they actually have to look for innovation, because it seems like we found a system that everything works well on, either gas tube or short stroke or long stroke or whatever operating systems. But the VHS is like a FAMAS. Externally looks very similar to a FAMAS, but the difference is its operating system is Tappet or whatever, like a SCAR, L or H, and it supposedly had, and probably still has, some sort of recoil buffer. So it's like a FAMAS, but just a little more updated, modern, and a little less recoil, probably. So, I mean, that's a gun that's really been on my sights a long time. What I also want them to implement in one Call of Duty game, just one, give me this, is a 10mm weapon. A 10mm pistol of some sort, like a, I don't know, go ahead and put a Glock 20 or Bren 10 in, I don't know. Just, I like 10mm weapons. I also want to see like a 357 SIG weapon in here. I mean, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is probably like a foreign language to you, but the point is, I'm just naming different cartridges I want to see weapons in Call of Duty after, and look at that! I killed a guy by throwing C4 at his stomach, and then I already pressed the button, so it just blew me up. See, the thing is, right now we are getting dominated in this game. Well, soon we will be getting dominated. What is with my aim there? Broke my concentration, and Lag. Wait. Wait. They're not showing up. There's one. That should not have been a kill. And look at this guy. Seem familiar? Go earlier in the video and try to play I Spy and find that sniping bitch. And yeah, right here. You might be wondering what happened. You're like, wait, why is everything dark? Well, it's because I was AFK for a while, or I guess AFC? Yeah, I was AFC for a while, away from controller, so Xbox was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm like, no. I would like to give a shout out to my few viewers and subscribers at the moment. Hey, how you doing? The thing is, the ones that I know of, the ones that I know watch my channel, I play Xbox with all the time. I'm not gonna name any names just because of privacy issues, but what's up? Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. But you get the gist of what I was saying. Oh, I hate it when grenades just flow off of. Oh god. Well, it was a fun game to do this, fun to record and such. So I hope you guys liked it. That's what really matters here. And remember, don't put pressure on the commentators, because if you do, then all of their commentaries will start looking the same. And they'll be using the same weapons on the same maps. And also, it's good. Lay off the pressure, guys. Alright?